and let's talk about Brentford. I know we've touched on it slightly. Adam said that Brentford will turn us over, and I hope they won't. But there is one man, obviously, that I'm gonna bring up because he is in a Brentford shirt, and that is Eriksen. So, Formz, I'll come to you first. What do we need to do to stop that man pulling all the strings?
Bring him home.
Or put him on corners.
That too. I mean, we got to walk into that stadium and go, Chris, just come and chuck a training gear on. Come, yeah. And then that's it. We're sorted. No, I think the two disadvantages of playing against Christian Eriksen now is that one, he's played with half our squad, and two, he just won the league with our manager. So if there is any player that is going to play to our weaknesses, it's that man there. I also think that they're in such good form, and he's got such confidence right now in the fact that he's contributing to goals for club and country. He's almost like in the best form of his life, which is crazy. It's one of them things where I think we have to focus on the players around him rather than him, because he's the midfield maestro. He creates from nothing. And he's encouraged by the team around him, but he is also the one that encourages the team around him. So I think if we focus on his teammates and kind of isolate him from being able to put the pieces together, I think we might be all right.
Wouldn't you rather man mark him? I'd rather man mark him. Mark him out the game, man.
Who's man marking him? This is my point as well with that is you're talking about him being the knowledge and having all of this. Who are you going to stick on him? Højbjerg, who he plays with all the time at training.
Yeah,
but flip. Play the Uno reverse card. Højbjerg knows how Christian plays, so I would stick him
for club and country. Yeah, I would stick Højbjerg on him. Man, mark him. If Eriksen doesn't have time to pull the strings, they ain't doing nothing. So that's what I would do. Man, mark Eriksen. Yeah, of course, you take your chances with Tony and Mbrepu and all of those guys, but 100% you stop the quality, which is Eriksen, and then let the rest take care of itself.
I mean, I can see both flips of the coins, being devil's advocate again, but you've just got to try and, like you say, nullify him, because he is the centre of everything that's going to happen. But then if you flip it on Jay's side, if he hasn't got those passing lanes, if other players are kind of shielded from his play, is he going to be able to play that killer pass? I mean, it might be a stupid.
But don't forget, Eriksen is also dangerous. Eriksen can bang one from 30 or 40 yards. So
with left and right.
Left and right. You don't want to give him time and space. So for me, man, mark him. Don't allow him, because we've seen him run onto the ball against Chelsea, against Leeds, Leicester, whatever, and he's banged in some quality goals. So you don't want him to do that either.
I don't think it's good enough putting one man on him. We need more than one man on him. But the only problem is, because we're playing the system that we're playing, we've got two in midfield. If we got both of our men on him, everyone else has got. It's one of them where it's like, I'm so glad I'm not Conte in his team, because it has to be such a tactical game for us rather than them. It's more so us, because they play the way that they do. They're on such high confidence right now. But I just think we might need to alter the way that we play. Otherwise, we're gonna get absolutely turned over.
The only positive I can think of is, obviously we had Eriksen at Spurs, and obviously it was incredible and it was amazing. But we know as fans that Eriksen is a purple patch player a little bit. I think, and I know obviously we're talking about seeing him out of this game, but what if we game plan to take him out of the game and he has an awful game anyway, and then we've totally taken away from our game plan? We might change the system. We're talking about midfield. If Conte is as worried as the fans are and we are about playing Christian Eriksen, and he changes the system on purpose to stop Eriksen, but then not because of anything we've done, Eriksen has a bad game, then because we know Eriksen also has a bad game in him. Let's not forget how he left. Let's not forget how he left.
And I think the only thing that I would spin on that is the fact that he wasn't happy playing for Spurs in those last 8 months, and he was a player that was trained. So I like where you're going with it, Jay, but I also think that he's high flying, he's high in confidence. Let's not forget what obviously devastatingly happened to him. He's back playing the sport he loves. I think it is going to be very difficult in that kind of sense. And I think we are rightfully so to be worried. But it's true, if we change our game plan just to nullify him and then he does have a bit of a purple patch, then it means that obviously we have kind of wasted. I've just seen that from John. Thank you, John, again. Oh dear, you're definitely on the wind-up matching tonight, John. But thank you so much. There you go, it's on the lemonade. But before we obviously drop it, I want to kind of get your. I know it's quite hard to do a score prediction, but it's nice when you get the score prediction right. So I'll go around the room. So Patrick, with those kind of thoughts in mind, and Eriksen, what are you kind of hoping, especially for this top 4 race as well, that we go out and do?
3-1 Spurs. I think we beat them. I think we beat them quite not comfortably, because it will be tough in patches, but I think we will have more than enough quality to see the game out. They might score, so I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet, but I think we will win convincingly. So yeah, 3-1 Spurs.
Love it. Love the optimism. Formz, I come to you as well. What's your kind of prediction?
I kind of agree with Patrick, but I think it will be a bit tighter than that. I'm going to go 2-1. Just purely because I agree, we're not going to keep a clean sheet because of the way that they're playing. They're confident, and I just can't see it. But at the same time, if you base it on the last game, we might not have that many attempts on goal. So I'm just hoping that we're clinical with the ones that we do have. So I'm going to win. It's a happy time, but yeah. I'm going 2-1, not 3-1.
And it is true. You said that because obviously we did have similar shots against Brighton. So hopefully, like you say, if Brentford want to bring the game to us, hopefully that gives us the opportunity to go against them as well, because we like playing teams like that. So Jay, I'll come to you as well. What's your kind of thought on this game? What's your prediction?
I think it's going to be 3-1 Spurs. I say this because I also agree that we're not going to keep a clean sheet. It's I think every Spurs fan on planet Earth is kind of thinking that we're not going to keep a clean sheet the way we're playing, and like you said, how Brentford are playing. The only reason behind the 3 goals for me, and we talked about obviously Brentford, seeing how Brighton played against us, but Brentford are also at home. They're not going to want to play like that in front of their fans. And I do think it is a thing where, and I think it's something that I've totally forgot about and just thought about now, but Brighton were the away team at the weekend. They could afford to sit behind the ball and not do anything. So I hope that obviously Brentford try and entertain their fans, try and play into our, into our ways, and then, we pick them off. So being positive, like I said, 3-1.
I like that. The 3-1 is the kind of vibe, but to level it out, I think I'll go 2-1 just because.
Thanks, Hollie.
That's right. No worries. Just because
all
of
wins, though. All wins, which is good.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just hoping that obviously they do turn out to be wins and not last week where we all predicted wins and they ended up to be a loss. But
watch us do them 6-0 now. Watch us do them 6-0. Steven Bergwijn will come on before Lucas Moura and score a second half hat trick. You heard it here first.
I love that. I'll keep that on record. But yeah, I'm going to go the same. I just think it's going to be a bit cagey. Obviously, we need to win now. Getting that lucky escape with Brighton and Arsenal, obviously losing to Saints. So I think that it is a must-win game, and hopefully we get out there and do it because we need to. So